figured out a way to go to the car wash and wash it without fucking it up. It's something I like to do on Sunday. Every time I'm down there, people go, you should put your top up. I can. Still having a good time. Woo! One morning, it was a Sunday morning, I was at the car wash by myself. I wasn't anybody else washing the car. And here he comes across the parking lot, sweating through every pore in his body, through all of his clothes. I could tell right away that he'd been up for 3 or 4 nights on some kind of drug. I wouldn't have guessed what it was, but I knew that it was something, you know. And he come walking across to me. He thought he was making sense and talking really straight, but he was kind of slurred and all that shit. He goes, hey man, I love your car. I said, thanks. He goes, how about you give me a few bucks and I help you wash it? And I said, I'm just down here for the fun of washing it, man. Give me a few bucks and you let me wash it by myself. And he said, no, I won't have you wash your car, man. I thought, oh man, I look around, there's nobody else around. This guy's way bigger than me. I got fucked. So I said, fine, let me wash my car. Put a few more quarters in that machine. Next thing I know, both of us are squirting hose. At first, he doesn't really know how to do it. We get the hang of it, and we start talking to each other. We get to know each other. We talk about our lives, different places we've living and sleeping, different jams we've been in, different types of trouble we've been in. Shit wasn't going great for him at the time. But it was going to be, and it had been before. So I had faith in him, and I felt like I made a friend by the end of it. The car looked like it might have been cleaner for the 2 men working than the 1. I said, hey, I'm glad you walked over here. Thanks for helping me, man. He said, thanks for letting me. I said, just be honest with me, though. When you first walked over here, were you thinking about robbing me? And he went, yeah. That's cool. I started getting nervous, and so I stuck my hand out. I don't know why. Before I even thought, I stuck my hand out and asked him his name. And he said, I'm Tony Bennett. I said, okay, I'm Big Crosby then. He said, are you fucking with me? I said, I'm not fucking with you, you started it. I said, what do you mean I started? I said, you said you were Tony Bennett. He whipped out his wallet. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters,
it was Tony Bennett.
The guy was Tony Bennett. I said, you know what? I gotta take back what I said. I kinda am fucking with you. I'm not really Bing Crosby. He said, that's all right, man. I said, well, listen, Tony, I hope I run into you again.
Todd Snider.
We hugged each other and he walked away. And I'm pretty fucking sure that it was when we hugged each other that he got that $65 out of the back pocket. I know that he knows it. He knows that I know it. I don't give a shit. Technically, grows on trees. When I'm telling that story, a lot of people say,
Lino's the man.
Shit, man, I thought you were talking about the Tony Bennett that left his heart in San Francisco. I'm sorry if there was any confusion. I was talking about the Tony Bennett that took $65 from me at the East Nashville Mall. That's too long to wait. Well, it's too short not to love everybody. That's too long to wait. I mean, a lot of men haggle all the time. Trying to save a nickel, make a dime. I made more groceries, see that I ain't got time. Old Miss Virgin tended bar was at the shack out the hill. It never made no money, boy, but it did pay a bill. Her heart was warm, her beer was cold. She gave away more than she ever sold. Her heart was warm, her beer was cold. She was smiling all the time. I used to sing off in her corner of the car every Friday night to this loud crowd of cowboys, bikers, bar and fight. They were drinking beer and they were carrying on. Not one of them was listening to one of my songs. But old Miss Virgin, she'd be singing along. She said she knew them all by heart. And then one night, after closing, she poured me up a beer. She said, come over here and sit down, you little shit. I got something you need to hear. She said, life's not going to be easy for you getting through Everybody gonna try to make it tough on you, but I tell you right now, if you do what you do, they'll never get you down. She said life is too short to worry, life's too long to wait. Well, it's too short not to love everybody, life's too long to hate. I meet a lot of men that haggle with a naggle all the time, trying to save a nickel to make it die. Not me, more than those three. I ain't got to tell, pick it, you're safe, right? I guess it's probably been 15 years. I've been coming around this old country. I sing my songs for tips and beers, low slip beers, and now it's long. The driving's tough, hotels are weird, and the pace